Hello, everyone. Again, we find ourselves Jesus and connection to the Old Testament and especially again to the prophet Isaiah, who looms very large during the season of Advent. But if you remember and recall Jesus' first moment of his public ministry, he goes back to where he grew up in the town of Nazareth, and he goes into the synagogue, and he stands up to read, and he's handed a scroll from the prophet Isaiah. And this is what he says, and it's actually on the statue, as you know, as you walk into church, this statue that looms very large for us. And Jesus is opening up the scroll, and on the scroll it has these words from the prophet Isaiah: "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to bring glad tidings to the poor. He sent me to proclaim liberty to captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to let the oppressed go free and to proclaim a year acceptable to the Lord." We don't have this in the first reading from Isaiah because we simply refer to those words. After Jesus reads these words, he rolls up the scroll, hands it back to the attendant. He goes and he sits in the synagogue, and everybody is intently looking at him. And then he simply says these words, that the passage that he has read is fulfilled in their hearing. Why were those words so important? No one in history had ever said those words before. Jesus was saying that in him, the words from Isaiah were being fulfilled. This was something new, and it would cause many to be attracted to him, and many who would also wonder about him and why is he saying this. Today, as we continue in this third week of Advent, think about the boldness in which Jesus said those words in the synagogue in his public ministry, and think about the boldness in which God takes in giving us a child, breaking into the world and humanity, and taking on our human flesh, and what that means to us in our relationship to a God who wants to encounter us right where we're at. May this third week of Advent provide a great deal of reflection for you as we continue this journey, our Advent faith. And may our Advent faith grow and help us to understand that the child who was born on Christmas Day and that man who appeared in the synagogue have the same message. God is here for us.